brilliant contribution. I admit it, we're making sweeping generalizations, and we will continue to make them, because they work. Now, when we make sweeping generalizations, as humble practitioners of a philosophy, we have to welcome Alistair's comments, because unless we get down into details, it's easy to make these sweeping generalizations and then sweep the truth right out the door, isn't it? Now, what sort of proof, in what discipline are you more interested in? What's your field, Alistair? Genetics. Excellent. Excellent. Now, in genetics, I want to give you an example. Watch, here's one good example of how we stumble in the dark when we use Darwinian selection as an explanation for causality. Now, Mercier-Gyrtych, Mercier-Gyrtych, Dr. Mercier-Gyrtych is the head of the UN Department for Population Genetics, right? And he says, Darwin erroneously assumed that natural selection and random mutation can create biodiversification. But we all have, ever since we've been doing genetics, our studies show that natural selection and random mutation is reducing. What does reducing mean? Natural selection reduces information content and genetic diversity. It also reduces quality content. What does that mean? Reducing. Makes smaller? Come on. Cuts down the contents? Okay, I've already kind of said that. Thank you, Olga. Anything else? It makes it inferior?
Minimizes.
Sorry? What does reducing mean? Why am I throwing coconut cream pies in reductionism?
Instead of say words, sentence, say one word.
I'm sorry, Olga, I didn't understand that. Please say it.
Instead of say sentence, you say one word and you basically reduce it.
Okay, that's good. So what else? Why is Mercier-Gyrtych complaining about Darwin's presumptions as the UN department head for population genetics? Why is he complaining about Darwinism? In the next sentence, he says, the problem is we don't know how information got into the gene in the first place. Now, I'm going to come to another proof, Alistair. This is just a preamble. What does it mean to reduce? Please help me. Takes away, it limits. Now, the more we try to push the genome in our laboratories, yes? So well said. Did everybody hear that? I'm going to like to be able to move this around a bit. Can you repeat that? Okay,
What I just said was that knowledge, real knowledge, should expand the mind, and contemporary science just seems to want us to limit our thinking, and it is actually doing that. It is limiting our thinking.
Excellent, well said. Goethe said that. Johann Wolfgang Goethe, he said that someday will come when the reductionists and the impersonalists will no longer have a hold on us, and we will begin to see the mystery of nature in everything. Now in this verse, thank you, that was well said, Krishna goes on to say, at least a poverty-stricken man can realize how painful poverty is, and therefore he will not want others to be in a painful condition like his own. I'm going to repeat this verse. This is Krishna speaking, and it is super importante. Listen. Atheistic fools and rascals. Let's do this as a normal verse. Can you repeat after me? Atheistic fools and rascals. Who are very much proud of their wealth and intelligence. Fail to see things as they are. Therefore, returning them to poverty is the proper ointment for the eyes, so they may see things as they are. At least the poverty-stricken man can realize how painful poverty is. And therefore, he will not want others to be in a painful condition like his own. Anybody have anything to say about that before we move on? Yes.
Hare. Isn't it that some people are in a poverty-stricken condition, but they don't develop this move that, oh, I don't wish on anyone else. In fact, more like, when, they're wishing, I wish someone else was like me. Then they understand. Isn't it that also that?
Yes. And I think the question is, so how can poverty be a remedy? Well, it's a question of degree and it's a question of quality. Now, when I say that, I want to come back to Alistair's question about proof. Quality and qualification are what make us understand proofs. If I don't have any qualification, I can't challenge quantum mechanics. I can't challenge a quantum physicist to explain. If I don't have the qualification to sit down and attentively listen, I won't have the ability to understand why the proofs are proof. Will I?